Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Now today I have a design team project for you to share with you. These two items are actually from the October Flavor of the Month kit. I have a Paper Smooches Merry Christmas die, very cute little die, and then the stamp set is from Sunny Studios and it's called Merry Sentiments. It is just so cute. I thought I'd make two cards using each of these items. Now, when I first used the stamp set, I didn't realize, but it had the Merry Sentiments had a Christmas bulb in it, and I had fun. I actually played around with it for a while, but it's a layering Christmas bulb, and very easy to layer, and so I thought I'd make a card using that. The outcome of it was really neat. So I just grabbed 4 colors from my stash. I have a blue, a purple, a yellow, and a green, and these are lighter colors. I'm always starting with the largest base layer with the lightest ink, if that makes any sense. And then I'm going in with the second layer using the same color but a darker color ink. And I think this just looks so realistic. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing with the base of the Christmas bulb. I'm going in with a light gray, and then I'm going to go in the second layer with a darker gray. Now these are just 2-layer images, but I thought they looked so real and I had so much fun. This card was fun to make. I made like 4 of them actually. So I wanted to share it with you. I'm just going to show you that I stamped the blue bulbs, but I did color in the rest of those, or stamp the rest of those. Now I cut out this panel with this rectangle die, and then I'm going to take a circle die and cut out a window off to the side there. Now once I have that done, I'm going to take, this is some Strathmore Bristol Smooth cardstock. I want to create a frame that coordinates with the color of the bulbs that I have, and so I'm just going in with some Distress inks. This one is Seedless Preserves, and since it was a little bit more vivid than my Christmas bulb, I'm going to tone it down a little bit with the peacock feathers. I wanted the color of this to be almost spot on with the color of the bulbs. Once I have that done, I want to create a frame for that window. So I'm taking a larger circle die, and then the same size that I used to cut out that frame, I'm going to make I'm going to run that through the die cut machine. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing, but this time I'm going to use the Twisted Citron Distress ink. And I'm just going to make sure that this frame is going to fit what I colored in there. Now I'm going to die cut both of those out. So I'm going to have 2 circle frames. Lovely. Now there we have our frames, and I think the colors coordinate pretty well. So I'm going to take my glue and just add the large purple frame directly on my stamp panel here. Okay, we're just going to set that aside. Now that smaller green one is going to be for my sentiment. Now I'm going to stamp the larger part of my sentiment that says Friends Make the Season, just using my VersaFine ink, and I'm going to stamp it directly on just white cardstock here. Using my paper trimmer, I'm just going to trim that down. I want it to be a thin strip. And then I did fishtail the end. The end that has the beginning of the sentiment there. And then now I'm going to stamp Merry and Bright, but I wanted it to have a vivid color, so I'm going in with the purple and then the blue and then the green. I want it to be kind of a gradient in color, so I'm adding all 3 to the Merry and Bright stamp there. And I love the colors in that. Now I'm just going to take the circle die, the largest one that fit that green frame, and I'm going to cut out that panel. Now my Merry and Bright circle is going to go right over this blue area. So this is my card base. It's just a white card base, and I just used my peacock feathers to color in that area behind my panel there. And I lost footage here, so I'm so sorry guys putting it together. But I basically just popped everything up and put the frame over the Merry and Bright, added my sentiment, and then a little bit of the Spectrum Noir shimmer pen, and that's it for that card. Okay, now for my next card, I wanted to use this die, and boy did I ever. I cut out Merry Christmas 10 times, and it was a little bit tedious. It actually took me a little bit of time, but the outcome of this card was worth it because I think it turned out fantastic. I'm going to layer my Merry Christmases on a piece of white cardstock at a diagonal. Any leftover or any excess that's hanging over, I filled in the little corners. I'm going to use my multimedia mat just to secure all of those Merry Christmases to my white card base. I actually only used 8 and I have 2 extra left over. So I cut that panel out with my rectangle die, and I love the way that looks. And then now I'm going to use the same die for my Merry Christmas sentiment, but I wanted it to be colored. So since these distress inks were on my desk, I thought, well, I'm just going to use them. So I'm going in with the seedless preserves and then going over that with the peacock feathers, just kind of blending as I go. And then I'm going to top it off with the twisted citron. I think these are bright, vivid colors, and then against that white background panel, I think it looked beautiful. Love the way that looked. Now I'm just going to die cut that out. There we have it. And then since I did have 2 left over Merry Christmases, what I'm going to do is layer them together. Basically, I'm going to create like a chipboard piece, topping it off with the colored in Merry Christmas. And there we have it. Now I'm just going to use my multimedia mat and secure that on the top portion of my panel there. Now, while I'm doing this, I wanted to let you guys know that the October Flavor of the Month kit that has the die and the Merry Sentiments stamp set, this is the banana split level, but they still have some available. I'll leave a link down below to where you can pick it up at Scrapping for Less if you're interested. You could buy it for a one-time purchase, or you could get the monthly subscription. But they have the kit still available. You might want to check it out. This was the 5th stamp set in the banana split level, so lots and lots of bells and whistles. And then I'll be back on Saturday with 4 more cards for you guys using the October Flavor of the Month kit. I'm just gonna add a few sequins that I grabbed the purple from my stash, but the green and the blue were from one of the collections in the Banana Split Flavor of the Month kit. Now, those are my 2 cards for today. I hope you liked them. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I wish you a fantastic day, and thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Bye-bye.